Hello, everyone. This is Javon Foster. Today we're here with another Forex breakdown. But before moving forward, guys, you guys will love to receive daily Forex signals, daily US 30 signals, right? Get on live sessions and trade with me twice a week. I recommend you guys click the link in my description area and select and purchase our Signal membership today. And if you would like to learn more in detail how I trade and learn my market bandit strategy, purchase my course today. Okay. The information will be down in the description box or somewhere here on the screen. All right, so let's get started. First, let's start with US 30 because I'm currently in US 30. Good profit though. US 30 was a simple was a quick 1-2-3 trade. It was more of a scalping trade that I took on this setup. Right, we're on the 1 hour time frame here. I don't need to go, higher time frame. I noticed you guys see a lot of lines on my chart. I do this for US 30. It's part of how I trade. Um, it's not a lot. Some people don't like a clean setup. To me, this is clean, right? I just identify all my support and resistance throughout the market, so I know where prices highly to reject from, the higher probability of take profits and stop loss, right? So as we can see right here for US 30, we had if you look here on the hour time frame, we kind of have a double top over here, but it wasn't necessarily an equal high. It was very close to an equal high, but it wasn't necessarily so. Also, I didn't take the sell just because of a double top, because we know that usually when there's a double top, there's liquidity sitting above here, and price can tend to push a little higher to take out, sellers or fake out potential buyers and then take the market low. Okay. But one of the things I did recognize was the fact that we had divergence over here. We had divergence over between these highs, and I used the MACD for that. And RSI actually took off those indicators a little earlier, but I used the RSI and the MACD and looked on the high time frame, the 4 hour time frame. We had some divergence. Not only that, the next thing I did was I went to the hour time frame. I tried to look at the trend, especially if I'm getting to a quick scalping trade, right? I adjusted my trend line to about right here. The first thing I noticed is how price. I noticed there was a gap here, so I was, this morning I was expecting price to at least push a little higher, but because price is outside of that trend line, I knew it was potentially push lower back to this structure here, right? So once I saw that the market came out of that trend retest, I just wait for potential entry to take this market out. Now I was supposed to take the entry off this retest candle here, but I was busy with something and ended up missing my entry. So next thing I did was take this market on the smaller time frame, right? I went to the 5-minute time frame, and then go into the 5-minute time frame. I just basically look at structure. So as we see price coming down here, we have a low, lower high, right? And then price came here, and price did retest the structure here with this blue candle here, this buy candle, right? But I didn't take it just solely because of that. I waited a little bit more, be patient, because I was wondering if price might push a little higher here. It didn't like that trend line for me to take the, then take it to the downside. But as you can see, price came back again and retest. And then the minute I seen price rejected twice and started selling, I was able to jump in that trade, right? And stop loss is only 400 pips. In other words, $40 per 0.01, right? On if you're doing like a 1 to 300 leverage, right? And as you can see, to that wick, price dropped about 800 pips. So risking $40 there to make $80 there. Right. So that was a nice 1 to 2. I was able to take some partials with stop loss to break even profit right here. Now letting this market run. So that was a very profitable trade, guys. The next setup we have over here, and also as well, I did apply my market bandit strategy, which gave me a beautiful stop loss and entry target, entry area. Okay. The next one on the list, guys, we have today is gold. Gold was so beautiful, guys, so beautiful. So we go back also to the 1 hour time frame, right? We could see let's go on the higher time frame, 4 hour. I need to go to the daily today. So if we go into 1 hour time frame as well, you can see that we have a trend line here. How do you identify a trend line? 3 touches, 1, 2, and then here's a third touch. Boom. Right. Next thing I noticed, that price started forming lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower lows as well. So I simply just wait for to see how price will react at this trend line. Right. It's either going to be bullish or it's going to break and sell. So what I did was I just wait for price to see how price reacted. I noticed how price breaking. I waited for a retracement, right? I waited for a retracement over here. As you can see, price rejected. And keep in mind, guys, this entry also gave me. I also received this entry using my strategy market bandit strategy. So I was able to enter a little bit earlier. Right, so I was able to end. I didn't wait for absolute the entire retest here. I was able to enter up here, right? The market did retest and reject, so I was like, that's good news. It went in profit. Overnight, the market definitely did push back in here, right? But I was waiting to see how price react off this trend line as well. Should I exit or take this setup? Based on the reaction, we have plenty of rejection, and once I saw that price is looking to break, and on the small time frame, I had some divergence right here. I was like, okay, I'm going to hold this setup, and I was able to hold it. And I send this trade to my team as well. I'll probably post the picture somewhere on the screen as well. And now we have gold in profits about 125 pips and pushing. Another solid trade, guys. We're going for 251 pips. Stop loss was only about 100 pips, guys. Right, so it was a 4-hour entry. I took this off the 4-hour time frame, right, to break off the trend line, 4-hour time frame, and I knew once price break this low here, right. Once I knew price break this low here, the market is gonna continue falling. Okay, and last but not least, GBPJPY, right, another solid trade. Still in this trade is a little rough right now, but price did drop a few pips, and I was able to, close off some positions. I had multiple positions open here, but I was able to close off some profit and leave the ones that's, less risk open. But also another setup that I took and I sent to the team was here. We have, as you notice over here, above this support and resistance over here, we had a nice consolidation market here, right? And I love consolidation market because there's only a few things that happen here. We can either have a break and a fake out, retest and sell to the downside, right? B, a break and a retest and buy to the upside, right? C, a break and retest to the upside to continue buying. And last but not least, D, a break and retest and continuation to downside for sell. And that is what we had right here, guys. We had a nice, beautiful break and retest. We got tested twice and price rejected, right? And then when you look to the left over here, I noticed we had a nice little sweet imbalance right here. And I call it an imbalance because price needs to always retest at least 50% of a high volume candle such as this. So I'm looking for price to at least tap that level before either rejecting, going back up, or continue going down. Okay. And on the downside, I also know that there's some more imbalances, such right here. So I'm also actually looking for price to push a little lower, but in order to take that one, I'm waiting for a break and retest on this support and resistance line here, and then I'll take it. Right. We're currently in a common consolidation zone, as we can see over here. Whenever market is within this zone, it start to move sideways, right? Start to move sideways. So I'm looking for market to, push down to these levels before deciding either continue buying or selling. Right now, those are the trades for today, guys. Currently 3-0. This trade did, from our entry, did drop in profit to that wick about 28 pips, which to most people is a solid, solid profit, solid trade. I like to just hold my trades at least to my actual first target. I don't want to close up just because I'm in a few pips, but I do manage my trade how I manage taking profit, right? I don't, I'm more fearful with my stop losses than my, I'm more fearful with my stop loss and hopeful with my TPs. Most people are the opposite. So what I'm looking to do is, if price, right, if we go to a small time frame, right, if price tend to, break out of these highs over here, I will close out 50% of my trade and hold and see if it hits stop, hit stop. If it doesn't, it doesn't, right? Minimize my risk, okay? But for now, I'm holding trade. I definitely love the setup. It's a nice little break and retest. Price broken out of these lows. Love it. Just expecting price to now drop to the downside. All right. Thank you guys for joining in today. And for my Forex breakdown, this was just a quick breakdown. I would love to have go into more details, but I'm running late for something. But as again, if you want to be profitable and catch beautiful setups like this, you guys need to purchase my Forex course and learn my market bandit strategy. It is definitely a game changer. Peace.